Ó milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio Ìbàdàn. Ìkànnì ayé. Ó milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio Ìbàdàn. Ìkànnì ayé ń gbọ́. Ó ń sẹ́lẹ̀lẹ̀. Ó milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio Ìbàdàn. Ìkànnì ayé ń gbọ́. Ó ń sẹ́lẹ̀lẹ̀. Ó milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio Ìbàdàn. Ìkànnì ayé ń gbọ́. Ó ń sẹ́lẹ̀lẹ̀. Ó milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio Ìbàdàn. Ìkànnì ayé ń gbọ́. Ó ń sẹ́lẹ̀lẹ̀. Ó milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio Ìbàdàn. Ìkànnì ayé ń gbọ́. Ó ń sẹ́lẹ̀lẹ̀. Ó milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio Ìbàdàn. Ìkànnì ayé ń gbọ́. Ó ń sẹ́lẹ̀lẹ̀. Ó milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio Ìbàdàn. Ìkànnì ayé ń gbọ́. Ó ń sẹ́lẹ̀lẹ̀.
Thank you so much for being there. Again, this morning, this is Eco Pointer live on Success Radio Ibadan. And you can join us live on Facebook, Success Radio Ibadan. That is the address. And on YouTube, Success Radio Ibadan. That is the address. Help us to like it and to share it. Send it to your loved ones, your friends, your neighbors, your colleagues, and the rest of them. Let everybody get involved, because business information is not just for one person. It takes many to prosper when it comes to economic activities. This morning, though we are very sorry for coming behind the schedule, but within the short time that we have, we are going to make judicious use of the time. Very quickly, I have this information for us on Eco Pointer. And when I say Eco Pointer, you will say everything is business. When I say Eco Pointer, there back where you are listening to us, you will say everything is business. And that is the truth of the matter. This morning, we have this information. We got this from the Business Day. And it says, Lagos to begin construction of Lekki Airport in 2023. Lagos to begin construction of Lekki Airport in 2023. How does that have to do with us? What do we have to, why are we so concerned about that? On Eco Pointer, the business information program, economic program, you will get to know. This one is also from the Business Day, 10th October 2022, says CBN's CRR hike to mop banks' liquidity by extra 1.6 trillion naira. CBN's CRR hike to mop banks' liquidity by extra 1.6 trillion naira. These are information that has to do with you. We have to take note of them and ensure that we make judicious use of this information. This one is for the Tribune, from the Tribune, 11th October 2022. How to solve Nigeria's increasing housing need. How to solve Nigeria's increasing housing need. Who has said this? Who had guided us to this solution? And how does this have to do with us? We get to know about it. This one is from the Nairametrics, same 11th of October 2022. The analysis of 2023 annual budget. The analysis of the 2023 annual budget. Now let's listen to the few analysis that breakdown of the information that you have. And this morning, as you know, we have the section where we talk about market of ideas. And market of ideas has to do with information that you can use to improve your business, that you can use to improve your customers base and multiply your income. All right, the breakdown of the information we have: Lagos to begin construction of Lekki Airport in 2023. Lagos to begin construction of Lekki Airport in 2023. Lagos state government has said it will commence the building of an airport in the Lekki area of Lagos by 2023. The information was revealed via the official Instagram handle of the state government. Mr. Okpe George, the special advisor to the governor on public-private partnership, said Governor Sanwo-Olu-led government has obtained approval from the federal government to construct the new airport in Lagos. He said the airport will be built on 3,500 hectares of land, and it will cater for minimum of 5 million travelers yearly. And this same project will be executed through partnership with local and foreign investors. CBN's CRR hike to mop banks' liquidity by extra 1.6 trillion naira. CRR, it means cash reserve ratio of the CBN, has been increased by CBN in September 2022 from 27.5% to 32.5%. At this new rate, the CBN wants banks to keep 325 naira out of every 1,000 naira that customers deposit with them. As of June 2022, the 5 major or biggest bank in Nigeria total customer deposit of 32.29 trillion naira. Out of this amount, according to the new 32.5% cash reserve ratio, about 10 trillion naira must be withheld by the banks, while only about 22 trillion naira will be available for customers of banks to withdraw or to borrow as loan. The reason for this hike in CRR, according to the CBN, the reasons are: 1, to control inflation. You know, inflation is increase in prices of goods and services. So they are doing that for the benefit of Nigerians to control inflation. That is one. Another one is to reduce the speed of capital flight. To reduce the speed of capital flight. Another one is to boost the propensity to save. The tendency of people to save, to increase that tendency to ensure Nigerians can save better. Another one is to increase capital inflow. To increase capital inflow into Nigeria. Economic analysts have said inflation and price volatility is provoked because the CBN keeps financing the fiscal deficit of the federal government. Another information, as we have given you this morning, says how to solve Nigeria's increasing housing need. The ANCA, they are the Nigerian architects under the aegis of the Association of Nigeria's Chartered Architects. They have called for deployment of integrative informal settlement, and social housing provision. The group said this is one of the sure ways to solve the nation's increasing housing need and supply for the different categories of citizens, especially for the urban poor. The problem-solving statement came as a way out for the theme of the World Habitat Day, which says, mind the gap, leave no one and no place behind. Okay, how does this have to do with the job and the business and the economic world? We'll get you to know. This is the biggest news for today. That is about analysis of 2023 proposed annual budget. Last week, President Muhammadu Buhari presented the 2023 budget to the joint session of the National Assembly. Last week, President Muhammadu Buhari presented the 2023 budget to the joint session of the National Assembly. This proposed budget is of 20.51 trillion naira. That is the proposed budget for 2023 is of 20.51 trillion naira. It is 19.8% higher than 2022 budget. The approved budget for 2022 is 17.13 trillion naira, but the one proposed for 2023 is 20.51 trillion naira. That is 19.8% higher. Now, these are the breakdown of this budget for 2023. 744 billion naira will be for statutory transfers. What does that have to mean? We will get to know. Non-debt recurrent cost is 8.27 trillion naira. Personnel cost is 4.99 trillion naira. Pension, gratuities, and retirees benefits, they will go up 854.8 billion naira. The overheads will go up 1.11 trillion naira. We are talking about the breakdown of the 2023 budget, and all this information are very important for all our audience so that you know where to key in and be partakers of the benefits of that budget. The capital expenditure in the budget will go up 5.35 trillion naira. That is about 25% of the entire budget of 20 trillion. This capital expenditure includes the capital component of the statutory transfers. Still on the budget, sinking fund of 247.73 billion is part of the budget and is meant to retire certain maturing bonds. As those bonds mature, it will be paid to the bondholders. Debt service will cost 6.31 trillion naira. The amount to service debt for 2023 is more than the amount for capital expenditure. This same 2023 budget, appropriation bill of 20.51 trillion naira, only 9.75 trillion will be the available fund that the government has to finance the budget. Now, but the government has proposed 20.51 trillion. Where will the rest of the money come from? 10.78 trillion naira will be the deficit. That is to tell you that whether locally or from outside the nation, locally or foreign, this amount has to come in by way of borrowing to finance the budget. That is 10.78 trillion naira. That is more than 50% of the total budget. This deficit of 10.78 trillion, well, analysts say is just 4.78% of our GDP. They are trying to tell us that Nigeria can bear that much deficit. Okay? Let's do. Now, I want to inform us something about this budget of a thing. Do you know by conversion to dollars that official rate of 438 naira to a dollar, at that rate, at the official rate of 438 naira to a dollar, the total budget of Nigeria for 2023 will be $46.7 billion. It's just $46.7 billion. And Nigeria is being referred to as the largest economy in Africa. Now, listen to this. The budget for Egypt for 2023 in dollars will be $111 billion. Almost 3 times the value of the Nigerian budget. And the budget for South Africa for the same period, 2023, will be $119 billion. That also is about 3 times the value of the Nigerian budget. So how come we are saying, and we are saying it everywhere, that Nigeria is the biggest economy in Africa? Okay, more analysis from what we have said today. Lagos will begin construction of Lekki Airport in 2020. This airport that the Lagos State plan to build in Lekki by 2023, the reason we're bringing it here to give you as information on Eco Pointer is to let you know, because this airport is going to bring a lot of jobs to a lot of people. So many people will be involved. So many people will have to participate in this project. It will create jobs for a lot of people, a lot of artisans, bricklayers, iron benders, electricians, aluminium fabricators, plastic molders, so many. The quarry people, architects, engineers. So from now, maybe as individuals, as a company, we should begin to key into this project. Get connected to the means by which you can benefit in this project. You know, this project surely will go up billions of naira. Yes, but at least millions of dollars. And this money will have to go into the pockets of people who participate in the project, who execute one aspect or the other in that project. Don't sit back in your house and say, we are not the type of people they are looking for. You are the people that they are looking for. Since you have something you can do there, the government cannot lay the brick by themselves. The governor will not come there to lay the brick. The commissioner for project or works and housing will not go there to lay the brick by himself. What they will do is to bring out the job, and people will take up the job and get the money and do the job for the state government. So this is a project that is coming, and 2023 is nearby. You can key in. Thousands of people will have to benefit in this money that will be brought out. I'm sure that the money for this project will be part of the Lagos State government budget for 2023. So get prepared, get yourself set, and be part of it. The CBN CRR hike is meant to mop up banks' liquidity that will be available for the customers to borrow. The liquidity in the banks is no more as much as it used to be now. And why are we bringing this to you? This is to tell you that alternative for you to raise funds for your business, part of it, as it has been said in our secondary school economics, part of it is for you to save. Save on your own. Get money from friends and families if you can. And some of us may need to go to cooperative and get loans, because at this point, interest rate from banks has gone up. You will have to pay more for every loan that you take from the banks. And that may not be favorable to some businesses. That is why we want to emphasize here that you should go for alternatives. Go for personal alternative in terms of personal saving or borrowing from friends and families. Or you can do, some people do a job, daily contribution, and they get some money. Some people do group contribution and they get some money. Some people get involved in cooperative and they get some money to finance their businesses. So you can think about the alternatives besides the banks. Here, the information that will tell you about how to solve the housing problems in Nigeria. The Architect Association are the one telling us about this. From what they have told us, they've been able to tell us that different categories of people need to be carried along. And this to tell us that there should now be alternative for housing so that we can provide affordable housing for people. And because of this, other materials need to come in. Bricks, wood, and other materials. So that housing costs can come down. And poor people also can be able to afford it. And this is a kind of problem that will create job for some people. So if you have other alternatives apart from block and cement to build house, this is your time to make money. All right. On the Nigerian budget, we'll continue next week because it's a big topic. And we'll do more analysis on it when we meet by next week. On this note, we will be rounding off today on Eco Pointer. It is time already. 9 o'clock by next Tuesday. Join us on Eco Pointer. We'll be able to give you more analysis and more information. Thank you so much for being part of it. Thank you for being there. Continue to join the rest of the program on this dial, Success Radio Ibadan. You can join us on Facebook and on YouTube. Same address, Success Radio Ibadan. My name has been Kolawole, Kayode on Eco Pointer. Thank you so much for being there. We appreciate you.